Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and standing outside my first rental property I ever bought, and it's kind of bittersweet. We are putting it up for sale today. So the tenants moved out at the start of this month. We got some people in there to do a quick refresh, rehab on it, and now we're going to be listing it. So you can see all my rentals at investformore.com/rentals. But this was one. It's been an amazing property for me. I've done a few videos on it as well that I'll link to. But sad to see it go, but also happy because it's going to be buying me another bigger, better rental property. So I'll talk about that here too. This house I bought for $96,900, something like that, in 2010. So it was my very first rental. My wife was pregnant with our twins at the time. There's never a perfect time to buy properties, that's for sure. But this was a really good deal, came up for sale. Little frustrating how it worked because it went under contract with somebody else, but then we ended up getting it when that fell apart. We had it rented for $1,050 a month from the when we first got it after doing a few $1,000s in work. It needed almost nothing. And over the years, we had it rented for $1,500 a month. This last time, we've had probably 7 different tenants in here. So they left it in pretty good shape. You can see in the video I did before this, but we did come in, redo the floors, put in new carpet, just put a real quick coat of paint on everything. And that was about it. Made sure there's light bulbs everywhere, nothing fancy. And this house does not need to be fancy to sell. It is gonna be one of the most affordable newer houses on the market. And I was completely wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. When I quoted the price I thought it would sell for in my first video, I think I said $315, and I was way off. Nikki was not too happy because she's always usually at these videos with me, just hiding. And we're gonna be listing it for $289 in that range. So I don't know what I was thinking, where I got that number from, but yeah, after looking at the comps, I agreed with Nikki, but I was way off. Usually I'm pretty close, but for whatever reason, not on this one. Still, not a bad deal. I'll be selling it, taking the money I make from it and exchanging it into a new commercial rental, which, if you saw my video from last week, I did a preview of one of those, and we're actually through the inspection period on that property. So everything should be good to go. Just a little, like 2 more months before we close. And the reason we did that is so I can get this one sold before then. So I'm in a little bit of a time crunch, but with the 1031 exchange, if I don't get this sold in time, I can do a reverse exchange. So it's a little different. The 1031 exchange, you have to buy property at least as expensive as what you sell your property for. Have to take all the cash you get back into the new property as well. You can't keep cash. And you have basically 45 days from the date you sell your property to identify a new one, which is no problem for me because I'll already have one identified right now. And then 180 days to actually sell it. So that's not the time crunch. The time crunch is hoping that this sells before I buy the new one. But with the reverse, what you do is you just pay, you put down the money that you would have paid from the proceeds of the sale of this property. Then you put this property up for sale, and when this property sells, the proceeds go into the new property. I get paid back for what, I basically loan a 1031 exchange company the money to put down, then I get paid back once this one's sold. So it's a little more complicated, a little more expensive to do the reverse exchange, so I'm hoping I don't have to, but it's not the end of the world if this one doesn't sell fast enough. And I hope it should, but you never know what could happen. We could get an offer tomorrow, and then 2 weeks later they could back out. Or a month later they could back out for financing, so it's never guaranteed that things will get done as fast as you want. All right, garage, which did not need much done. And then the backyard. And I had blue tape on that. There's always something our guys miss, but yeah. Backyard. We did tear the weeds. Actually, our HVAC guy came out and checked everything, but he tore the weeds that were growing into the AC, and it still works fine, so that's nice. But yes, very simple, basic house. Been a fantastic rental. The median price here is $320,000 or something, so we'll be below the median price by quite a bit on this property, if you're wondering why it's selling for so much. And now I'll get it listed here today. Hopefully we get an offer soon, and then we can proceed with the 1031 exchange. The new property I'm buying, like I said, is a commercial property, 10,000 square feet, amazing location, but it has super low rent right now, so that's why it's cheap, and we're working on fixing that. So we'll have lots of more information on that as soon as we buy it. I'm excited to share the details on that one and get going on that property. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll have a lot more videos coming up soon, as we should have more flips fixed and ready to go, and then those new commercial properties as well when we buy those. Don't forget to like our videos, leave comments if you have them, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back soon.